It's Popples. Viral news and trending stories.
Fame casts shadows. And for some sons of NBA legends, those shadows became traps. This is the story of greatness inherited and reputations unraveled. Connor Bird. The name Bird doesn't need an introduction. Larry Bird, basketball royalty, 3 championships, 3 MVPs, trash talk sharper than his jumper. He wasn't just a player, he was an era. But not every Bird made headlines for basketball. Connor Bird grew up surrounded by trophies, banners, and the quiet pressure of immortality. Adopted into one of the most iconic families in sports, his life unfolded under a spotlight that never turned off. Indiana was Larry Bird country, and Connor lived right in the center of it. He flirted with basketball early, but never chased it. Instead, his path drifted, slowly, then suddenly. In 2011, at just 19, Connor was charged with underage drinking and disorderly conduct. Minor, forgettable, or so it seemed. 2 years later, everything changed. February 10th, 2013, Indiana University. An argument with an ex-girlfriend turned violent. Police say Connor struck her with a phone, then allegedly tried to run her down with his car, twice. A campus dispute became national news overnight. Battery, criminal recklessness, intimidation with a deadly weapon, and every headline carried the same name, Larry Bird's son. Larry said nothing, as he always had. In 2014, Connor accepted a plea deal, reduced charges, counseling, probation, silence. Then he disappeared. No interviews, no updates, no public life. The court case ended, but the stain didn't. Marcus Jordan. If Larry Bird cast a shadow, Michael Jordan blocked out the sun. 6 championships, global icon, a name bigger than the game itself. Marcus Jordan was born into a legacy no one escapes. He could play, high school champion, college starter at UCF, but greatness isn't inherited, it's demanded. On the court, Marcus was solid. Off it, the cracks showed early. At UCF, he refused to stop wearing Jordans despite a school deal with Adidas. The fallout cost the program millions. His father quietly wrote a check. A pattern was forming. At 19, Marcus partied in Las Vegas, underage, loud, public. Tweets bragging about 5-figure bar tabs sparked a state investigation. No charges, but reputations don't need convictions. In 2012, he was arrested in Nebraska after a hotel confrontation. Disorderly conduct, resisting arrest. Another headline, another reminder. Basketball ended. Business began. Trophy Room, a sneaker boutique powered by legacy. Then came the accusations, backdoored releases, reseller deals. Nepotism whispers turned into shouts. Marcus denied everything. Proof never followed. But nothing drew attention like who he dated. Larsa Pippen, ex-wife of Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan's former teammate, now rival. The relationship exploded across tabloids. Age gap, old beefs, new drama. Even Michael Jordan laughed it off publicly. No. By 2024, the relationship ended, but the headlines didn't. Olympics, France, poolside photos, a white substance, no charges, just speculation. And then came February 4th, 2025. A Lamborghini stuck on railroad tracks. A train approaching. Police body cams rolling. I'm Marcus Jordan. I'm Michael Jordan's son. In that moment, legacy wasn't armor. It was the headline. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just trying to get home. Police didn't see it that way. Bloodshot eyes, slurred speech, the smell of alcohol. Then they found it, a baggie of white powder. Cocaine. According to the report, Marcus had already fled a prior stop. He failed sobriety tests, he resisted arrest. DUI, cocaine possession, resisting without violence. The mugshot spread instantly. In March 2025, his attorney filed for a pre-trial substance abuse program, acknowledging what the public already suspected: Marcus needed help. By September, he entered diversion, required to write apology letters to the officers and even the train conductor. The legal consequences faded, the reputation damage didn't. To many, Marcus Jordan became the symbol of squandered privilege, a reminder that greatness on the court doesn't guarantee success at home. A son accused of turning the greatest legacy in basketball into a running headline. But chaos comes in different forms. Bronny James. If Marcus Jordan lived in a shadow, Bronny James lived inside a spotlight. LeBron James, 4 championships, 20 All-Star appearances, the NBA's all-time leading scorer. For Bronny, expectations weren't high, they were impossible. Born in Akron, the same city that forged his father, Bronny wasn't just LeBron's son, he was the heir to an empire. Every dribble measured, every mistake magnified. At Sierra Canyon, he was good, very good. 4-star recruit, USC commit, solid stats, but not LeBron stats. Then came July 24th, 2023. Cardiac arrest, practice gym, 18 years old. Basketball debates vanished overnight, replaced by fear. Surgery followed, a rare heart condition, and somehow, by December, he was cleared to return. The comeback should have been the story. Instead, it was the draft. June 2024. Pick 55. Los Angeles Lakers. Critics pounced immediately. Underwhelming college numbers, limited games, and one unavoidable question. Does this happen without the name James? Nepotism, they said. Loudly, relentlessly. Former players joined in. Social media sharpened its knives. Then came the games. Missed shots, defensive lapses, a brutal 1-for-12 preseason debut. Reddit crowned him the worst player ever given an NBA contract. The internet showed no mercy, and the scrutiny didn't stop at basketball. Prom photos sparked racist commentary, fake cheating accusations went viral, then collapsed under screenshots. Every rumor stuck, every misstep echoed, but the real fallout hit LeBron. Articles questioned his legacy. Analysts accused him of prioritizing bloodlines over merit. And when LeBron confronted Stephen A. Smith in 2025, the image cracked. Not the untouchable icon, but a father. Stop messing with my son. LeBron later called sharing the NBA court with Bronny his greatest accomplishment. Greater than championships, greater than records. Bronny stayed quiet, focused, patient. But the question remains, can he ever be just Bronny? Or will he always be LeBron's son? Scottie Pippen Jr. Not every scandal is earned. Scottie Pippen Jr. did everything right. Clean record, hard work, earned minutes, Vanderbilt standout, undrafted, two-way deal. By 2024, he was dropping 30 and 10 in the NBA, joining his father as part of history. But sometimes the shadow doesn't come from above, it comes from beside you. His mother, Larsa Pippen, reality TV star, was photographed holding hands with married NBA player Malik Beasley. The fallout was immediate. A marriage ended, headlines exploded, and Scottie Jr., through no fault of his own, was pulled into the wreckage. Proof that even when a son does everything right, legacy can still be damaged by association. The backlash didn't stop with Malik Beasley. Caught in the middle was Scottie Pippen Jr., a player who did nothing wrong, yet absorbed the fallout anyway. Fans turned cruel. Social media piled on. So Scottie spoke, once. Focused on myself and my goals, I'm not responsible for nobody's actions. Professional, measured, final. But the story still wasn't done. In 2023, Beasley was traded to the Lakers, the same team Scottie Jr. was on. Overnight, jokes about locker room tension flooded the internet. Media outlets chased awkward narratives. Scottie Jr. stayed silent, let his play speak. Later, he admitted the truth. The Pippen name didn't open doors, it closed them. Scouts assumed, recruiters overlooked. A legacy that weighed more than it lifted. And yet, he endured.
Shareef O'Neal. If legacy were enough, Shareef O'Neal would have been unstoppable. Shaquille O'Neal, 4 championships, 15 All-Star appearances, pure dominance. Shareef was a 5-star recruit, top 40 nationally, Arizona commit. Then, the FBI stepped in, not for Shareef, but for the program. Wiretaps, bribes, a scandal that swallowed college basketball whole. Shareef walked away, not out of guilt, but integrity. He chose distance over damage. Then came the real battle. December 2018, open heart surgery. A career paused before it even began. He missed an entire season, transferred, struggled to regain rhythm, undrafted, not because of talent, but timing and health. Then headlines twisted a harmless story, a podcast anecdote. No police stop, no crime, just precaution, sensationalized into scandal. Shareef's name was dragged into controversy that never existed. The truth? He stayed clean, focused, resilient. But perception doesn't always care about facts. Gary Payton II. Some legacies aren't loud, they're earned. Gary Payton II, the young glove. Undrafted, overlooked, relentless. Years in the G League, overseas stops, 10-day contracts, until Golden State. Defense, hustle, heart. A champion. But even success invites suspicion.
A failed physical. Trade controversy. Finger-pointing between front offices. Whispers followed. Locker room tension, bad vibes. Then came the rumors, gambling accusations, viral videos. No evidence, no investigations, no charges. Just noise. In the end, GP2's story added to his father's legacy, not erased it. But the hesitation remained, because when your last name is famous, even lies stick. Some sons fall by their own choices. Some inherit chaos they never created. And some survive storms that were never real. In the NBA, legacy isn't just about greatness. It's about scrutiny. And sometimes the hardest opponent is a name you didn't choose.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.